It's August. That means it's time for our very special weekly podcast. During the next hour, you'll meet special guests. It's August. That means it's time for our very special weekly podcast. During the next hour, you'll meet special guests. You'll be introduced to products, services, tips, and upcoming events as we spread awareness, acceptance, coping skills, testimonies, and even some shaving tips. You'll find out all about the upcoming Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar weekend retreat, and you'll learn about our sponsors and scheduled vendors. And we're talking about Hair Loss Awareness Month, sponsored in part by the Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar and Angie B Productions. Let's get it started. I am so ready to get it started. Hey everybody, it's me, the Queen Bee, Evangelist Angie B. And yes, I'm excited about Hair Loss Awareness Month. It is the eve of our Alopecia Awareness Month. And so it gives us 2 consecutive months to spread awareness and receive and understand acceptance. And today, my focus is, just like it was a couple of weeks ago, accepting that I don't have to have a full face of makeup on every time I'm on the air, or every time I step out the door, or every time. It seems like when we first start losing our hair, we feel like we have to overcompensate. I know I did. I had to find the biggest, thickest, longest wig around to try to overcompensate. And then when I decided to come out of wigs, it seemed like I really needed to overcompensate with extra eyebrows, eyelashes, the loudest pop of color on my lips. And we really don't need to do all that. We don't need to do all that. The Holy Spirit tells us to come as we are. And so I'm coming as I am now to share some Hair Loss Awareness Month information with you. And so I've got a couple of special videos I'd like to share with you about some upcoming events. And as soon as we get back from that, I've got maybe somebody special later on. We'll see. But welcome to the broadcast, everybody. Welcome. Walking in my purpose. Writing to become an author. An interactive program with a publishing guarantee. Brought to you by Jacqueline Franklin, owner of Sassy Girls Boutique and president of Boss Ladies Entrepreneur Book Club. Guest soloist is Naylene Bartel. Join us Saturday, October 5th, 2024 at the Boaz Lodge, located at 208 Midway Avenue, Ormond Beach, Florida, beginning at 11 o'clock a.m. Refreshments are available, featuring presentations by Maureen Joseph, author and speaker, and special guest appearance by me, the Queen Bee, Evangelist Angie B. For vendor opportunities or to RSVP, please call 386-631-8150. That's 386-631-8150. Walking in my purpose, writing to become an author. Promotional consideration for this event is sponsored in part by Angie B. Productions. If you or someone you know needs help coping with depression, anxiety, or PTSD, overcoming low self-esteem, or managing major life transitions, we invite you to schedule a free consultation call for telehealth clients. Shekinah Downs, licensed clinical social worker, is now accepting new telehealth clients. In the office, too. Schedule a free consultation by calling 386-385-4483. That's 386-385-4483. In the brand new Daytona Beach office as well. 50 to 60 minute individual therapy sessions and a variety of insurance plans are accepted. Couples therapy and coaching is coming soon. We invite you to log on to cjaqis.com. Schedule a free consultation by calling 386-385-4483. That's 386-385-4483.
Are you ready to improve your health? The immune system is the body's first line of defense against germs and diseases that make us sick. Studies have shown the ingredients in this cutting-edge supplement help strengthen the immune system's ability to fight illnesses, diseases, and abnormal cell growth. Our 100 milligram helps to maintain good overall health, and the 500 milligram is for those with the more serious health challenges. Super-immune support may also help the immune system fight symptoms of high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, heart disease, and respiratory issues. This product can boost energy levels, aid with better sleep, and much more. Check out the testimonies and experience the awesome power of super-immune support today. www.dfcmarket.com.
dfcmarket.com. We want to thank you for sponsoring today's hair loss awareness segment. This is a very special podcast that we do weekly during the month of August, just to help inform and enlighten the issue of hair loss in people, whether it be whatever reason, from medication, illness, autoimmune. August is Hair Loss Awareness Month, and we come to you in August just to let you know you're not alone, okay? But don't worry, we will be back in September with a lot more information. So last time we were here, we talked about a couple of different options, a couple of different comebacks that people have offered when others around them have a comment about their hair loss, and didn't want it to get to be challenging or ugly responses. But we do have to realize that people are curious, people want to know, and people may not know how to ask. And so if you have a witty comment, or even something that you'd like to have us to consider, just please contact us. You can put your comment in the comment section. You can send a text message to the number that you see scrolling at the bottom of the screen, or if you're not looking, send a text message to 407-914-6519. That's 407-914-6519, and we'll be sure to get your question or your comment on the air. All right. I know we have talked about a couple of events that are coming up, but I want to tell you about the 8th annual Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar debuting in St. Mary's, Georgia, September 21st. It is the highlight of our weekend retreat. And right now, I just want to introduce you to our lovely models. We invited you to save the date because it's time to shine. I've got Georgia on my mind for the 8th annual Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar taking place in historic St. Mary's, Georgia, September 19th through the 22nd. Now, we've got to tell you about our fashion showcase models. Come out and meet the realtor, singer, and dancer from Jacksonville, Florida, birthing coach and kickboxer from Germantown, Maryland, founder of Motherless Village of Hope, licensed cosmetologist from Newport News, Virginia, and owner of Sweet Treats by Harriet, liver disease survivor from Atlanta, minister and CNA from Titusville, Florida, author, poet, teacher, counselor, mother, nurturer from Augusta, Georgia, retired veteran bringing her creation, family entertainer who loves cooking, planning from Atlanta, and all the way from Detroit, Michigan, master's degree graduate, Divine Gift Foundation, and 911 dispatcher for police and fire. And we're thrilled that our premier sponsor is making plans to return. Come shop with Unique Creations during the fashion show, September 21st from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's a new year, and love looks great on you. Love Wear Apparel, introduced to us by some friends we know. You can check out our commercial airing Tuesdays at 7 p.m. on Conversations with T-Horn, the Uncool. Weekend retreat registration is only $50 per person and includes tickets to the Saturday fashion show. When you book your hotel room, be sure to ask for the BBB 2024 group room code. Search for us on Facebook, Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar. Now it's time to use the QR code to pay your vendor fee. For more information, call 407-914-6519. That's 407-914-6519. This event is a fundraiser for the National Alopecia Areata Foundation and brought to you by Angie B. Productions. Woohoo! Those are our models, including Mama Jerry. I'm so honored, so thrilled that these people are going to be joining us from all around the country. Did you hear where they're coming to us from? Oh, such a blessing, such a blessing. All right, so this next video I'm going to play for you is about a year, maybe 2 years old, but the information is so vital, so vital. It's a replay of a broadcast coming from Donna Gray Banks. She does her Fresh Book Festival, Fresh After Dark broadcast. And on this particular occasion, she wanted to showcase some people that were dealing with hair loss and alopecia. And so I'm going to slide out the way again and allow a portion of this video to go forth. I believe you're going to find something in it that is very, very helpful.
It is Monday night all over again, and this is Zoom In on a Fresh Conversation. Tonight, our special guests are Tam, Jasmine, who will join us later, Angela, Jordan, Lavonda, Stacy, Angie, and Barty from Angie and Barty Productions. Thank you guys for being here this evening. I am certainly overwhelmed with you guys being on the show tonight. Oh, ladies, guys is such a standard thing that we say, but ladies and gentlemen, Thank you very much for being on the show this evening. So tonight we are going to discuss your journeys, alopecia, alopecia awareness, and the Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Bazaar coming up in September. Zoom In on a Fresh Conversation is brought to you by Eileen's Diamonds, LLC, brought to you again by Milton McCulloch, author of Love and Emancipation and host of Night Talk. Mr. McCulloch has been with the Fresh Book Festival for 10 years, as it has the author Angie B. and her husband, Arthur Barty, has been with the Fresh Book 10 years? At least. At least 10 years they have been with us. So thank you very, very much. It's also sponsored by LD Robinson from Madero Press, who is our good friend and publisher and all around person. Yeah, his cousin, who keeps us all on track with our books. And of course, the Fresh Book Festival, which is in January 2022. If you have any questions for the group, please leave them in the chat room. We will get to them at the end of the conversation. I want to let everybody know that this is being recorded. That is something you have to do. People need to know that their faces are going to be all over the www. So thank you. Ladies, thank you for being here. Please take a moment to introduce yourselves. I'm going to call you by name. And Tam, if you would go first, just give us a little bit of information about you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tamara. Everyone calls me Tam. So please feel comfortable if you ever see me or talk to me to do the same. I'm an alopecian. And so I've been walking in my truth on my little journey for some years now. I don't want to get all into it. I don't know what all will be spoken about a little later on. I do own a business. I'm a project management consultant, and I work with different human service providers throughout the country. They pretty much outsource different tasks and projects. And once more, I'm just glad to be here on this panel with a whole bunch of awesome, awesome women.
Thank you. Up next will be Angela. You're on mute, Angela, I think. Where are you?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Hello, ladies. Thank you all for having me. Miss Donna, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Angie B. and Barty. My name is Angela Cooper. I am an author and poet and got a whole bunch of stuff going on. I'm just glad to be here today. And thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Up next, Jordan.
Good evening, everyone. My name is LaDwina Jordan, and I too am an alopecian. I am a high school social studies teacher and a mental health therapist by trade, and I also run the Central Florida Alopecia Group. So thank you so much for having me on this platform this evening, and just looking forward to sharing information with some of my fellow alopecians, because you ladies rock.
All right. Lavonda. Queen Lavonda. You're on mute.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lavonda Williams. I, too, am an alopecian. I am the new Miss 2021 Senior Diva of Jacksonville. I won July 24th. Yay! I didn't know it. I wasn't ready, but I'm ready. I make and create my own jewelry, beaded jewelry. I used to be into childcare for 18 years, and I just slowly got out of it. But my platform is alopecia awareness, and I am going to be a strong person out there to support all of us. So I'm glad to be here too. I'm glad I was invited. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for being here. Stacy, last but not least.
Great evening, everyone. So excited about being here, and thank you again for the invitation. I am Queen Alopecian. I am the founder and owner of the Alopecia Queen movement, and I'm just very excited to be a part to spread more awareness of alopecia. I am just excited to continue to be a face for women, men, and children, and to also continue to show that we are all one when it comes to this, and no one is alone.
Thank you so much, Stacy. And this couple needs no introduction. Angie B. and Barty, who are the owners and operators of the Bold, Beautiful, and Beauty Bazaar. Is that it? Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar. Yeah,
you got
Beauty
it.
Bazaar. And my friends for many, many years. Please just take a moment to introduce yourselves to the audience.
Donna, thank you so much. I like to tell people that when Barty was trying to court me, he said, I know a lady that does a book festival. If you come to Daytona, I'll introduce you to her. And so thank you for that.
No problem.
I appreciate you and my husband for not only embracing my baldness when it was time for, hot flashes kicked in and I was sick of this wig. And my husband said, you don't need it. And then the two of you helped us to develop the Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar. I am grateful because I would not have done any of it without you and without my hubby Barty. I appreciate you both.
I'm going to tell a very quick story about this lovely woman and her husband. We were going for some grant money in the commission, right? And those people who don't know about alopecia or just overlook it, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And this woman, with her boldness, got up in front of the entire commission, took off her hat, and took off her wig. And I was so proud of her. That was a moment that I will never forget because, it actually just stunned the whole audience because until you understand it, until you see it, you don't appreciate what women go through when you have a condition as alopecia. So anyway, hats off to you. I'll never forget that moment. It was wonderful. Yeah. So
Thank you.
I'm going to start with Stacy this evening. So when did you discover that you had an autoimmune?
Donna.
Okay. I'm sorry. Are you here?
I'm a new member in.
Oh, what's her name?
Hortensia.
Hey, Hortensia, how you doing?
I'm good. Good to see you again.
Good to see you again. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I did at the last meeting. I am a retired VA nurse.
Okay.
And an author. Mm-hmm. And I am a senior fitness instructor here in Ocala. And I am so glad delighted to be part of such a wonderful group. I've had alopecia for 40 years now. And matter of fact, I'm due for a haircut. So thank you all for inviting me.
Thank you for being here. And so are you engaging in the questions with us? I'll be glad to engage you if you want.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, very good. So Stacy, you first. When did you discover that you had an autoimmune disease? And tell us which form of alopecia you have.
Okay, so I have alopecia areata, which is an autoimmune disease, obviously, that attacks your white blood cells attack the hair follicles, mistaking it for anything like a cold, a flu. It's a little bit confused, but I'm actually very healthy. And I found out that I had it when I started losing the hair on my head at 19. Just a young girl, fresh out of high school, and was getting her hair done regularly, standing appointment every week at that point. And I noticed that I was losing some hair at the crown. And then there was also a patch at the nape. And of course, the first thing I thought of was like, I got to stop doing those freeze curl ponytails. Okay. And then, and then I need to be careful with curling the back when I would bump it in the back. So I'm thinking it was related to that. And part of it was, but anyway, I just decided to, make an appointment to see a dermatologist. And at that time, like I said, I was a college student freshman year. And so paying that $50 copay was like, at that time. But I knew that I had to be responsible. And so at 19, the dermatologist told me exactly what it was. Sounded like a foreign language to me. And to be quite honest, I avoided it for years. I was 19. I was like, okay, I'll just keep wearing wigs and weaves. And it wasn't until years later, after having my first daughter, who's now 14, I lost a lot of hair then during what's called a postpartum alopecia, which happens to women hormonally after you have a baby. That was the biggest scare. And so that was the second diagnosis that I received. So yeah, 19 was the first one. And then the other one, I was about 26.
Thank you so much, Stacey. Lavonda, same question. When did you discover that you had an autoimmune disease? And tell us which form of alopecia you had.
I discovered it, I was about 29, and I have alopecia areata as well, the same format that Stacey has. It started at the top of the crown of my head. I had a size of a 50-cent piece. It started out that way. And I too said, hey, I gotta stop getting these braids. I can't keep getting braids. I can't keep putting these ponytails on my head. But like she did as well, I blew it off and just kept getting my hair done. Then all of a sudden, more spots developed. And then I started wearing the wigs. I bought wigs from everywhere, Japan, China, wherever they come from. I would style them and set them up. I had about 30 wigs in my closet. You couldn't tell me I wasn't who I was supposed to be on a certain day.
I just want to interrupt right now because our very special guest has arrived. And so we are going to continue with this video presentation later on. If we don't get back to it today, we will continue it next week, which is the last week of Hair Loss Awareness Month. Some of you just sent in a text message and wanted to find out what they missed. You haven't missed much. We have been talking about hair loss awareness as the eve of Alopecia Awareness Month. And we had a special broadcast from Donna Gray Banks. She did it about two years ago, 2021. Oh my goodness, is it long? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that was an old video. And so we've been playing portions of that video just to let people know that this is an ongoing situation. Ain't nothing new about hair loss. Ain't nothing new about alopecia. You heard the woman say she's been dealing with it for decades now. And so if you're new to the conversation, welcome. It's a lot to talk about. So we're about to bring in Ms. Riri. She is looking fabulous today. And I knew there was nothing I could do to my makeup to compare to her. So like I said, I'm just being au naturel today because I don't want to take anything away from the fabulousness of my friend. So Ms. Riri, thank you so much for being here, girl. Thank you.
Hello. You are
girl, you looking fabulous, I tell you.
Thank you.
Now I know we got a lot to talk about, but first I want to know about these earrings. I think I know where they came from. Tell us about.
I made these. So I normally make jewelry with just regular wire. Yes. So now I've started flattening it out and making flat wire jewelry. Wow. And this is part of my new collection. And I am loving them.
Yes. They just accentuate and they look light and comfortable.
They're very light. I don't want nothing weighing my ears down.
Okay, tell everybody where you are and what you're up to, and then we're just gonna chat for a minute because I know you've had a lot going on. But what you got up to today, for example?
I am in Houston, Texas. I am planning for my show for next week, and I am all over the place. I was running late because I had a gentleman. He was picking up some inventory from me for a shoot that he's doing today. Okay. And then I had another lady over here getting fitted for the show for next week. So then I had to, of course, put on a little makeup so I could look halfway decent today.
Girl.
So I'm all over the place.
But we know Labor Day is all about being in Houston, Texas with you and All For You Boutique. Tell me about the boutique. Where did it come from? Why did you decide? And what does it specialize in?
Okay. Actually, I'm a hairstylist. So years ago when I thought about doing a salon, I had a lady that worked for, I know this is going to be ancient for a lot of older, younger people. She used to work for the Yellow Pages. Because these young folks, they don't know nothing about Yellow Pages, those thick yellow books that used to come with all the business directory or whatever. Okay. So she was like, if you get a name, it needs to be up close. It needs to be something easy that people can remember, because if you're coming from out of town, you're not going to go to the Z's or the S's to find somebody to do hair. You're just not going to do it. Mm-hmm. So I came up with All For You, and then everything that I do is All For You. So it just stuck with me. When I moved to Texas, I used to wear these blinged out tennis shoes, and everybody would say, "Where'd you get those tennis shoes from?" I was like, "Oh, I did these myself." And this was back like 2009, 2010, where nobody was wearing blinged out tennis shoes.
Right.
So I was like, if I'm gonna wear them, they're gonna have to have a little sparkle. That's all I'm saying. So I started with that. Then people was like, "Man, you do hair, you do makeup, you got shoes and accessories. Too bad you don't have dresses." Light bulb went out. So I ordered a set of dresses. Then I ordered another set of dresses. So one dress became 3, that became 10. Then I ended up getting several storefronts. Then after COVID, I closed up, and voila, my house is now my store, and it's always under construction because I always have stuff in and out. So the boutique came from there. I specialize in all sizes. I have women's sizes from an extra small all the way up to a 3-4X. And then I also have men clothes. I used to do just plus men, but now I had to come around and get those little guys too, because I'm like, y'all get enough stuff. Yeah. But I specialize in men's clothes as well. So I carry all sizes for men as well.
Good. I know that every time I'm in your presence, there is something that I have never seen before. There's like, oh, look, where can I go? Oh my goodness. And I love the way you style me. Sharice, yes. No one has, Ms. Riri, no one has ever styled me the way you have. You can look at me and say, and then go to the hanger and say, oh yeah, this is, yeah. And I'll look at it on the hanger like, are you sure? But once I get it on, I don't want to take it off. So All For You. Oh my goodness. Your eye, your creative eye and your creative touch is just life-changing, just life-changing.
Yeah. I tell people I'm a one-hitter quitter. I can look at you. I can kind of gauge. I can pull 1, maybe 2 things off the rack, but usually the first one I pull is going to be it.
Absolutely. Now we got to talk. We got to talk because I was praying you through a pageant. I was telling everybody my girl is in a beauty pageant, but it's not just any kind of beauty pageant. Okay, so tell us about it.
So it's a national pageant, the Miss Plus America. And it was crazy because a young lady asked me about doing the pageant, and I have never seen a pageant. So I just thought they would give me like a little sash and a little crown, and I go around doing speaking engagements.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know that there was a full-fledged competition type deal going on.
Oh,
so that was different, and it was exciting. The sisterhood of it all was really nice. I got to meet some amazing people that I'll probably be forever friends with. And I'm trying to think. It was actually held here in Houston, which a lot of people did not know that. It was held right here in Houston in the Galleria area, and they did an amazing job. So out of all of the women, I came in 3rd runner-up. Yeah. And I was surprised. So I came in 3rd runner-up, and I still have the crown for Miss Lone Star Ultimate Woman. So I reign for that. So I still represent for the state of Texas. and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Wow. What were the categories? Did you have to come out in a bikini? What happened? What?
I would have definitely said no. I'd have passed 2 times. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the categories. Okay, so they did an interview, and then we did a optionals night. So they had fashion runway, they had singing, tap dancing. Like one lady came out, and she was from the state of Florida. So she had the state costume, and she had the trees with all the Florida oranges. Like, they go all out for this stuff. And I was like, yeah, the only talent I have is making art, things of that nature. So I just did the fashion show runway part. And then we actually had competitions in the pants wear. So that's kind of like our bikini.
Yeah.
We do the pants wear and then our evening gowns.
Oh, nice. Girl, congratulations. Now, were you the only Baldy that participated?
Actually, no. There was one other young lady, Miss Avy. She's out of Dallas, and she was in the Mrs. category, and she was actually Baldy too.
Okay,
so
okay.
2 of us.
Oh, there were 2 or more gathered, and we are definitely gathering as time goes by. It used to be we were the only bald one in the room. Now it's I see you. I see you, girl.
Right. Yeah, I'm always like you. Even when I was on the Tom Joyner morning cruise earlier this year, I met a lady, and she was like, my hair is coming out in patches. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I was like, girl, just when you get ready, just cut it off. I said, and don't worry with it. I said, and go somewhere where don't nobody know you first. Yeah. I said, because you'll be surprised at the response that you'll get. And then shortly after that, I want to say maybe about 3 or 4 weeks ago, she called me and sent me some pictures, said, I finally did it. And she went out somewhere. I think she went to a concert, and she was like, the response was absolutely amazing. So she was like, I am so glad I did, and I have not looked back. So I was like, yay!
Yes. Spreading the love. All right. So somebody wants to know about your pathway as a hairstylist with no hair. Somebody wants to know how do you do that?
Easy. Okay, so I say I am bald by choice because I suffer with traction alopecia, which came from me wearing weaves. And as a young person, you snatching the hair out like, oh, it'll grow back. So now it's thin, and now my hairline is probably back to here, and then the temples are like way back here somewhere. So I normally, even when I grow hair, I normally keep it short. And I keep it blonde because the lighter it is, it's not as noticeable, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, but I'm just lazy. I don't like to shave it every day, but I love being bald because I love the response. Hey, beautiful. I love the response like that one. No, I'm just kidding. That's my phone. But I love the response that I get everywhere I go. People just, they're like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I was driving down the street going to church last Sunday, and this lady honked the horn, and she was like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. And I was like, oh, thank you. And it was like a Hispanic lady. And she was like, I just had to tell you, you are so beautiful. And I was like, thank you. So I love it. And the first year I cut it off, I did it in solidarity for everyone who is suffering with alopecia. And since I've been here in Houston, I have more clients who suffer from, I'm not even gonna say suffer, who are living through hair loss. And it's amazing because they don't realize these wigs, these lace fronts, all this glue, is damaging their hair for the long run, because eventually you're gonna get tired of wearing those wigs.
Yeah.
And then what?
Yeah, that glue. Oh, every time I see even the braided and then the netting and then the wrap. I'm right. That netting is
now the net is really like a protective for the hair because it's attached. You can do more and attach it to that, but it's still weight to the hair. Still additional weight. And then a lot of times people feel like, oh well, she did that, so I can go extra month or two. No, you cannot. You still need to take that stuff out, every 30 to 45 days. So it's slowly but surely killing us. These beauty supplies, I'm gonna put it like that. These beauty supplies in between the eyelashes, that look like this here that you can't hardly see their eyes, and the hair. I just said the other day, whatever happened to be weavable hair? Like they don't sell 8 and 10-inch hair here hardly ever. It's 12, 24, 36, 45, 82 inches of hair.
Oh my God.
They have places here that finance hair. And I'm like, really? If you have to finance some hair, you don't need it.
Girl.
Financing hair.
Girl, this is our Hair Loss Awareness Month broadcast. That's my special guest, Ms. Riri. We are talking about products and services and tips and her upcoming event. And I just learned that there are places that will finance your hair. You probably living in your mama's basement and anyway. I just
$400 or $500 worth of hair weave. You getting it financed.
That's a shame. I know last year when I was with you, last September when I was with you, of course, Labor Day weekend is your weekend. And the during the fashion show, I saw a young girl. I don't think she was 19. I don't think so. And her hair was longer than her skirt. And that was really the first time I had paid attention to it, because I remember thinking, and the skirt was short enough, and her heels were too high for her age. And I remember thinking, where is her mama? Who let her come out the house looking and struggling? Because she would try to sit down and then try to get the hair out the way, but then nobody taught her to sit and smooth her skirt. And so it was, and I just remember sitting there praying for her, thinking, this ain't cute. Whoever told these young people that this is cute? Look at who's financially benefiting from that.
Facts.
Hair Loss Awareness Month needs to be a preamble of sorts of how much money are you spending on, like what you said, the excessive eyelashes and the now. I have to admit, I love nails. I do. Even if I don't have them on, even if I got some color on them or something. I love, I'm a girly girl. I love all these things. I love my big earrings. I love all this, but there has to come a point where we can recognize that money could be going to somebody's scholarship fund, somebody's orphanage, somebody's domestic violence shelter.
Your bills, your daily bills. Period. Just daily life. I love peanut butter.
Yes, me too. Peanut
butter this morning, and I was so mad because it was $7 for some Jif peanut butter. I was like, "Are you kidding me? $7?"
Don't get the super chunk.
Oh my gosh. I was like, this is absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, here in Houston, it's booty hair or no hair. I mean, they love hair and they feel like more is better. And I'm sometimes saying, no, sometimes less is better.
Yes.
You can have hair, but you don't have to have 12 bundles.
Right. Right.
Again, whatever happened to just be weavable hair?
Wow. Wow.
So,
and I've talked to several men who say they can look at us and tell that it's a wig. They just want to know what we look like underneath it.
Absolutely. Because here they like to leave what they call a leave out. So it might be a U shape of hair that they leave out so they can part it down the middle, which I'll be glad when they go away. Or over to the side, but it's not over to this side. It's like Donald Trump, one on the ear side.
Yeah.
And they wear this hair and it's natural. And then you got Malaysia flowing down, and then this humidity got yours looking like a baby afro. Like, make it make sense. I literally was looking at a lady on the news yesterday, and she was a news anchor.
Not on the news.
On the news. And my client said to me, what is going on with her hair around the perimeter? I said, that's because she has the wig sitting back here, and all her hair has frizzed up from the humidity. She doesn't have a relaxer. And it looked horrible. Horrible.
Well, you get her number, I'll call her and make an appointment to come in to see Ms. Riri. And she ain't got to know. She ain't got to know. Oh my goodness, I tell you.
Girl. So tell me about your weekend.
Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to get there. I'm trying.
I'm praying on it myself. I am. I even got a little place for you to stay if you can get here. You know, I got some room in my room. So
okay.
I tell you, we're looking at our 8th annual beauty bazaar, and the thing that is fascinating this year is we've got about 17 models, and 15 of them are brand new. Had never heard about it, had never been asked to model. Some of them are coming just to meet another Baldy.
Yeah.
Some of them are coming just to say, I never got a chance to dress up before. Much less have a designer to look at them and take something off the rack and say, here, put this on.
Correct. Yes.
So let me play this video right quick. You'll see what I'm talking about. Let me play this.
We invited you to save the date because it's time to shine. I've got Georgia on my mind for the 8th annual Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar taking place in historic St. Mary's, Georgia, September 19th through the 22nd. Now, we've got to tell you about our fashion showcase models. Come out and meet the realtor, singer, and dancer from Jacksonville, Florida. Birthing coach and kickboxer from Germantown, Maryland. Founder of Motherless Village of Hope. Licensed cosmetologist from Newport News, Virginia. And owner of Sweet Treats by Harriet, liver disease survivor from Atlanta, minister and CNA from Titusville, Florida, author, poet, teacher, counselor, mother, nurturer from Augusta, Georgia, retired veteran bringing her creations. Family entertainer who loves cooking, planning from Atlanta, all the way from Detroit, Michigan, master's degree graduate, Divine Gift Foundation, and 911 dispatcher for police and fire. And we're thrilled that our premier sponsor is making plans to return. Come shop with Unique Creations during the fashion show, September 21st from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's a new year, and love looks great on you. Love Wear Apparel, introduced to us by some friends we know. You can check out our commercial airing Tuesdays at 7 p.m. on Conversations with T-Horn, the Uncool. Weekend retreat registration is only $50 per person and includes tickets to the Saturday fashion show. When you book your hotel room, be sure to ask for the BBB 2024 group room code. Search for us on Facebook, Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar. Now it's time to use the QR code to pay your vendor fee. For more information, call 407-914-6519. That's 407-914-6519. This event is a fundraiser for the National Alopecia Areata Foundation. And brought to you by Angie B. Productions.
That's the crew. That's
awesome.
That's the crew, and I can't wait for them to meet each other. Now you saw Camille and Miss Ruby in there, so I know they're gonna be running things. They
and Miss Roslyn.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh, goodness. It's just going to be so exciting to watch them. Now I know what school teachers feel like on the first day of school when they know their students are going to come in and meet each other and learn and enjoy things together. It's going to be fabulous.
Sure.
It's going to be fabulous. So, but I tell you what, one of our photo shoot opportunities for the all white day, it was inspired by this picture right here. You got to tell me about this, girl. You got to.
My cousin in the middle in the turquoise, she renewed her 10-year anniversary, renewed her vows for her 10-year anniversary. And for those who weren't able to come the first time, we were blessed enough to be able to make it the second time. And so her gift to us now, for us making the sacrifice to come and spend that day with her, she surprised us with this with the flying dresses. Like, it was absolutely amazing. Yeah. My cousin Alicia, she and she's an event planner out of Chicago, and she's everything amazing. She asked everybody what was their favorite color, and we thinking we getting some t-shirts, and she was like, just be dressed and be cute, and I ain't have my contacts in, and I was like, wait a minute. And we got out on the beach, and I'm like, where are we going? And when we got over there, we seen all these cameras. They had about 5 cameramen and probably 20 assistants to help us. We were able to get dressed right there on the beach, and it was everything amazing.
20 assistants. Oh my God. I saw that picture. I put it in the magazine. It's somewhere in the magazine, and I just said, now this is how you do it. This is,
oh my goodness.
But now the backstory with the assistants and everything. Oh my goodness, that is amazing.
They had water for us. They had juice. They had like little fans. It was amazing. They covered us while we got dressed to make sure we weren't exposed. And they out there flagging the dresses. Like, on my cousin's page, there was one scene where she was up high on some rocks, and the lady was down up underneath the dress holding it. Like, if she would have made one wrong move, she would have fell off into the ocean.
Oh my goodness. Crazy.
So I was like, these ladies are amazing. And if you ever go out of town somewhere, she gave me this little tidbit: take you a bunch of $2 bills. Like, they think that's everything amazing.
Really?
Because they'll remember you. Because you can have singles, you can have fives, but $2 bills is something. So I now when I go, I get $300, $400 worth of $2 bills and just give those out, and your service is impeccable, because they're like, oh my God, what is this? Oh, this is so nice money.
Oh, thank you for that. I'm going to keep that in mind. So when I saw that picture, I said, you know what? We're going to St. Mary's, and we're going to be down the street from the Navy base. And the Navy base has an actual submarine that's right outside. It looks like it's coming out of the grass versus a submarine coming out of the water. And it's there for photo shoot opportunities. So I told everybody, that's our all white day. We're going to be hanging around that submarine. And I got a flowy dress because you inspired me. So I thank you for that. I thank her for that, because
I was gonna say that was all my cousin Alicia. She has signature celebrations. She's amazing. I thought I do a lot of jobs. She right there with me. She has about 20 jobs herself. She works a full-time job for the state. Then she has her signature celebrations, and she does some of everything. And when I say planning from beginning to end, we literally just enjoyed ourselves the whole entire time.
Oh, honey, that is so good. That is so good.
Nice.
Yes. Well, I got to ask you about that statement piece behind you. Now I know you talk about having a lot of jobs, but I tell you that piece. I remember sitting at your table just drooling at it. I wanted to trace my fingers along. Tell everybody about that piece, dear.
Well, this piece is about 7.5 feet long, about 4.5 feet wide.
Yeah.
And it was a piece I made when I first moved into this house about 4.5 years ago. And I just said, if I'm gonna have anybody's pictures, might as well be my own.
There you go. There you go.
You know, I've spent all my life buying everybody else's stuff. So now that I am starting to create my own art, might as well hang up my own art. And then I can switch it out as I like.
Now, what is it made out of? That's a message. Somebody, what is that piece behind her? What is it made out of?
So it's actually plywood.
Wow.
It's plywood. And then I treat it. I then prime it up. And then I epoxy it.
Oh.
So when I epoxy it, it makes all of the designs. I put all the designs in there. So a piece this big normally takes me about 7 to 10 days to complete from start to finish.
My God, it is stunning. Between that and the earrings and the rings, we ain't got to worry about nothing.
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh goodness. Okay, so tell me about this. Unmasking alopecia. This is what, your 10th year?
My 9th year.
Ooh.
And I am super excited that I'm like you. I have about 15 new baldies. So I'm super excited to meet them. And we are going to just enjoy the weekend. So on that Friday, on the 30th, we're doing a day of rest and relaxation. So we'll have a spa day. We'll go get an hour massage. Then we'll go to the spa. And it's a spa where you can stay up to like 8 hours. They have all kind of things for you to do. Oxygen chamber rooms, ice rooms, Himalayan salt rooms. Like, they have everything. Room just to soak your feet in, heat lamps for your bag. I mean, it's everything amazing. They have a restaurant there. They have a movie theater.
What?
Yeah, where they can do body scrubs, yoni steams, everything.
Oh,
like you can stay there for 8 hours and really do some of everything in that 8 hours.
Oh my goodness.
That's super amazing. And then we have our model workshop, which is always very, very nice. Like, you were there last year and it was a packed house. And I plan to have a packed house again this year, which I'm super excited about.
Well, hold on. Let me interrupt you. And let me warn you ladies. Okay. Because when she say packed house, it's standing room only. And the ones that's standing is the finest men I think I have ever seen in my, oh Lord, I had to even testify about one young man. Oh, he just, I literally, him and them cases of water and the Texas humidity. I will never forget that. But there's another little redhead kind of fella. I don't know. He seemed to be kind of quiet to himself, but I was walking. Yes, I was walking out the room to go to the restroom and turned around and he was just standing there. And I was like, oh, okay. And he said, ma'am, are you all right? And once he said, ma'am, I snapped back to myself, I said, oh, I must have swallowed a fly or something. You gotta kind of, but standing room, they are gentlemen. They will allow the lady to have a seat. They will open the door for you. Because when I came back, I was looking for him, and sure enough, he opened the door for me. And I said, oh my goodness. And so I purposely did not want to be there this year because, I'm fresh off my divorce. And so I got to let that settle down just a little bit. some of the finest men, and you dress them impeccably. Whatever they wearing accentuates every detail that needs to be accentuated. It's a sexy kind of, not a nasty or a raunchy, but I love your shows. They're just make me want to,
a little edgy, but
but very sexy.
Now I hate you're not gonna be here this year, because this year I have a model group called Art of Seduction.
Oh.
That will be debuting at the show, and they are everything amazing. So I have women in there from the ages of 30 up to 72.
Oh, honey. Well, I was going to tell you this later, but I tell you now, I'm coming for your 10-year. It's on the tour stop.
I will be rolling that one out in probably 2 months, because it's gonna take you that long to get with them.
Okay, that's good. Well, I'm not missing your 10-year, and anything you need me to do, let me know. I'm earning my frequent flyer.
Fabulous.
And I'm losing my weight too. I'm on that pen. I'm on that Ozempic. So
can you send me one?
Well,
give it to me.
Actually, you don't look like you need it, girl. Your face is slimming down.
No.
Yes, you are.
I think that's the contouring of it all.
No. You run around in that pageant.
Too big.
Oh my goodness. Well, that stuff is helping my A1C, and I'm getting there. But yes. Okay, so tell me some more about the model workshop. 10 to 3.
The model workshop is from 10 to 3, and we have the amount of, well, first of all, let me tell you about this one young lady. She has her name is Dr. Michelle DeSalle. She has a luxury brand magazine for us. Mm-hmm. And she's a Baldy. Luxury magazine. And when I say nice, it is nice. I missed most of her grand open, where her ribbon cutting ceremony when she debuted it, but I did get a chance to get there because I had another lady that had an event. One of my other clients had an event, so I had to go to that first. But amazing. It is so nice. So it's a really nice luxury magazine. I have this gentleman, Eugene Bernard. He is everything. He's an actor. And he also worked with the guy Terrence that was there last year.
Yeah.
So he's an actor. He's an educator. He's a social media icon. He is a fashion guru. Like, he is some of everything. And I love the fact that he's plus size.
Yeah.
In his skin. He has a beautiful wife and a daughter. So and then of course Dr. Barb, she was gonna be there as well. And I'm so glad, because I haven't seen her in a couple of years. So I was like, oh, I can't wait to see you. But then I have my girlfriend Zarel, she'll be there. She has lupus. And then with having lupus, sometimes when she has her attacks, she loses her hair. So it's good that she'll be there to talk about that. I have a comedian coming. Like, I have some nice stuff going on this year.
Okay. Now, last year you had a musical performance by a violinist who was fabulous. If you talk to her again this year. Oh, good. I was about to say, I was thinking about her the other day, just her personality and the way she danced with us. It was fabulous, girl. The pre-show. She was the pre-show and she did it.
And I have another singer that's going to be there. Her name is Angela Morgan. Now, actually, last year she modeled, but this year she'll be modeling, as well as I'm trying to talk her into doing a little performance. I'm trying.
Okay.
But so I got some little stuff up my sleeve, but it's gonna be really, really nice.
All right. Well, we are planning the 2025 awareness tour with a couple of models, a couple of, this, couple of that, and locations. And we've got Labor Day weekend on the plan for you. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And I'm grateful for you. I've learned so much from you, sweetheart. I want you to know. It's okay to embrace my nails. It's okay to learn to contour. It's okay to play with your face. I did something. I put a little highlight up there one time. I was like, wow, does that look as nice as I think it does? And I feature you in the magazine every month because you always got something fabulous that pink outfit with the hat that one time. I was like, oh, that's my color right there.
Yeah. And I love pink in my living room.
But I hope you can come because I want you to meet Miss Jerry. Jerry is coming to us from Indianapolis. She says she's 70 years old. She never got to go to her high school prom. She never got a chance to get dressed up. And she wants to come out to learn and to meet some new friends. And she's does silk flower designs too. So I've already mentioned to her, I said, okay, you coming with me on the tour next year. So you and Ms. Riri can really bond and connect.
We will design and hook some stuff up. Absolutely.
Yes. She is looking forward to it.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me again the location for next weekend.
It will be held at the DoubleTree in the Galleria area here in Houston, 5353 Westheimer Road. And if you would like to come, by all means, I will give Miss Angie B the link for you to purchase tickets. The Friday is totally optional. That is for anyone that wants to come and partake with us. But those tickets have to be purchased by Tuesday because I'm going to pick up the actual tickets on Wednesday.
Okay.
And then Saturday, anybody can come to the model workshop. They just have to purchase a ticket with the link. And then on Sunday as well, anybody can come to the fashion show on Sunday. Come in your best dudes because I promise you, you're gonna be pleasantly surprised because I don't give just an ordinary fashion show.
No, you don't. Much less the food. Oh my God. Who eats like we do when we come to you? Designs.all4u, and all has 3 L's.
Yes.
llc.square.site. That's designs-all4u, 3 L's, the number 4, the letter U, llc.square.site. Do that to get your tickets. And I'm telling you, last year I actually flew into Dallas. I needed to go visit the sick and the shut-in, and then I took a bus from Dallas to Houston. It's worth the trip. If you ain't in Houston and you like, oh well, it's worth it. The weekend is worth it.
Though? They can do that, but they just canceled the service for that bus. That bus as of last Friday. I just seen it on the news this morning. They're not coming here anymore. They're not in the state of Texas anymore.
Wow. What was that? Megabus? I can't. Whatever it was.
Megabus. They do have a FlixBus, but yeah. And then I got several people coming up from Dallas and Arlington, and as Dr. Barb says, Funky Town.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to come up, please come up. You will not be alone. We are going to have fun, fashion, and a bunch of serious food.
It is so worth it.
So this year I'm doing a breakfast lasagna at the model workshop.
Oh, I can't even. A breakfast pizza. Oh, that sounds fabulous. Okay, that's all right. I'm not gonna be jealous. I'm not gonna be upset. I'm just. It's okay. In God's timing, it'll work. But I tell you, that is fabulous. Okay, got just a couple more questions for you, and I'm gonna let you go because I know you running around and you got stuff to do. But I want to really ask you about the emotions that you see when you've got a client in your chair and their hair is just, how do you as a hairstylist help them to cope with that? How do you help them to accept it? Or
usually they'll probably, I think their first sign is hair shedding or excessive hair shedding, like on the sink or when you comb your hair or on your shirt or something like that. So they, sometimes they freak out, but then I have to tell them that you can't feel like your hair is just a one and done. You just can't feel like that. You have to, I try to calm them down, of course. Then I'll tell them, maybe you need to go to the dermatologist and see what they say. Because, of course, I'm always tell you to go to a professional in that particular field.
Yeah.
Let them diagnose, because it may be something hormonal. Mm-hmm. It may be stress. I don't know, especially when ladies have kids and then after they have the babies and they stop taking those prenatals, a lot of times you'll see hair falling out and hair shedding. So there could be a number of things. So I tell them, calm down. That's not the end all be all or be all end all. Let's see what's going on first. Right. And then I try to walk them through it. Wow. If they say this is something that's permanent, I just let them know, girl, look at me. I ain't got no hair either. But then I show them, you still can do everything you were doing before.
Wow.
I've said it before. I've had people ask for a lot of stuff, but hair has never been one of them.
Yeah.
But as kids, we were taught that our hair is our glory. Oh, don't cut her hair. Oh, let her long, pretty braids. Oh, you look so cute with that long hair, and words, they count. They mean something. And so a lot of times, it's just hair. No, it's you're saying that because it's not your hair.
Right.
If it's happening to you, then there's, I've had them fall out in my chair just crying hard. I don't know what. And then I have to tell them, cry it out. Now let's get it together, because we have to go from steps as to what we're going to do next.
Yes.
Doing so. So get it all out, and then just know, throw some eyelashes on, some cute earrings, some makeup, or I figured when I got on eyelashes, all I need is some lipstick.
Yep. That's me. Mm-hmm.
And I'm ready to go. And you just go about your day. But I think it's more of the stress and anxiety of what people feel like others will say.
Right.
And then it gets a little hard if you've not ever thought about it. Because I got clients who have locks. I got a guy client who has locks, and bless his heart, he probably got about 50 of them left on his head.
Yeah.
And he's just not ready to let them go.
Yeah.
So look at Stevie Wonder. He gonna get it until he down to a shag. But men have the same issues, and then I think it's harder for them because they really don't have anybody to talk to.
Right.
It's not like they can go to their barber and be like, man, I done lost all my hair. They cannot.
Yeah.
It's not like they can cry to their wife or their girlfriend like, I'm losing my hair. And the girl probably looking at them like, if you don't man up.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a mental issue. And I want to really start having more conversations about it. If for nothing else, definitely the women, but for the men, because they need guidance as well.
Yeah. And I'm with you with that one. I know you and I had spoken briefly about that, either a virtual support group or something during the model workshop or something, just to let people know it hurts, but it's not the end of the world. But don't just go run to somebody to say, here, cover this up. Let's deal with it. And I applaud you for that. Thank you, baby. Thank you. So, All right, everybody. I hate to let her go, but she got to get ready for next weekend. All For You Boutique presents Curves on Purpose, Unmasking Alopecia. It takes place in Houston, Texas, Friday, August 30th through, again, it's a weekend, through the 1st of September. That Labor Day weekend is all about Ms. Riri. There's a massage and spa day, the model workshop, the fashion show. Prices are reasonable, and you can get your tickets at designs-allforyou-llc.square.site. And remember, All For You is 3 L's, the number 4, and the letter U. All For You Boutique. Go find her on Facebook and Instagram and meet her. Beat her to the DoubleTree. The DoubleTree. And bring me back some cookies. Girl, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not counting you out the third weekend in September coming to St. Mary's. I'm not counting you out. Thank you, baby. Thank you. You got anything else you want to add?
I think that's it.
Congratulations on the pageant. Congratulations on your efforts. You look fabulous. And if it's the Lord's will, I'm going to be talking to you later on.
Okay, that works.
Love you, honey.
Love you more.
So much.
Thank you for this platform.
You're welcome. Talk to you later.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Her event is so worth the trip to Houston. I don't care where you are. You need to get there. It is an experience of a lifetime. It truly, truly is. All right, everybody, we're going to tell you a little bit about what's going on at the 8th annual Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar. Got a couple of videos for you, and we'll be right back.
I am in my happy place, and I've got Georgia on my mind. Save the date. It's time to shine at the 8th annual Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar and Weekend Retreat. Join us September 19th through the 22nd, 2024 in historic St. Mary's, Georgia. A fundraiser for the National Alopecia Areata Foundation, spreading awareness and acceptance. Follow us on Facebook, Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar. Our host hotel this year is the Shore Stay Plus by Best Western, St. Mary's, Cumberland. Weekend retreat activities include the Friday Fun Photo Shoot, picnic lunch back at the hotel, and the Royal Blue Beauty Bazaar Fashion Show takes place on Saturday. For more information, call 407-914-6519. That's 407-914-6519. I'm in my happy place. Come join me. The 8th annual Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Weekend Retreat includes a special double feature movie experience by Sister Batten Productions. For your viewing pleasure, she will provide 2 award-winning short films from her collection. First up is If Not for the Lord, Where Would I Be? Delicious episode. Followed by Walking in the Spirit. Ticket price of $10 includes a special treat. There will be a Q&A after each presentation. Send your Cash App to $Evangelist Angie B. Call 407-914-6519.
Be brave enough to make some positive changes that will improve the quality of your life for the better.
407-914-6519. First, we invited you to save the date for the 8th annual Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar and Weekend Retreat coming to St. Mary's, Georgia. Yep, the phones are ringing. Come shop with our vendors, Unique Creation, Ms. Walker with Mary Kay Cosmetics, and many more. We're excited to introduce you to our featured fashion show designer. Affordable airport transportation is being provided by Towns Enterprise Services, LLC, and our premier sponsor is returning to teach us about AMBA. Special guest performance by T-Horn the Uncool.
You got your eyes on me, I can see you. I see you on Facebook, but I can delete you. I put you on the block, I keep nothing secret, so now I gotta choose what kind of meal I'm a future boy.
Get your tickets today for only $10. Send a cash app to 407-914-6519. That's 407-914-6519 for the cash app. Oh, come on out and join us. 407-914-6519. I see you looking. The Levi Long Sickle Cell Association announces support group gathering every second Thursday of the month at 11 o'clock a.m. Join us at the Applebee's Grill and Bar meeting space located at 225 Florida 312 in St. Augustine, Florida. Join us to meet, greet, learn resources, and enjoy lunch that you order. Support group gatherings are sponsored in part by It's All About Jesus and Me Teaching Ministry Incorporated and Angie B Productions. The Levi Long Sickle Cell Association announces regular support group gatherings the second Thursdays of every month at 11 o'clock a.m. For more information or to reserve your space, call 407-914-6519.
Yep. Want you to know about everything that's coming up. Shout out to Evangelist Tahara Thompson. Thank you for joining us and thank you for the love today. And thanks for my special guest, Ms. Riri. I am thrilled to be able to introduce you to some fabulous men and women that love the Lord. And both of those ladies definitely do. Both of them. It's just about time for us to get out of here. I've got one music video that I want to leave you with just to get you on a definite high. But thank you for your calls and your text messages. I hope I got to everybody. I hope I didn't miss anybody. We will be back next week with the remainder of the interview conducted by Donna Gray Banks. She interviewed several alopecians and folks that have been dealing with hair loss. This is August, which is Hair Loss Awareness Month. It is the eve of Alopecia Awareness Month, and we are talking, having conversations, and spreading awareness so that you can feel more accepted in what you are doing and where you are. Okay? All right. If it is the Lord's will, we'll be back with you. We'll be back when He says it's good. All right, everybody. God bless. And go for it.
We about to go for it. Yeah, ain't no turning back. We gon' go for it. We about to go for it. We about to push it to the floor. We gun it to make it to the exit. We want it, plus the Lord can come back at any second. We reckless with His love, so we weaving through the traffic. They booing while we pursuing. We moving, we gotta have it. Headlights on a dark street. Regardless of the circumstance, that's how we should be. So we escaping and breaking the speed of sound. He's cleaning and scrubbing the ride inside His kingdom and shaking the ground. Out, yeah, we bout to go for it. Yeah, ain't no turning back. We gon' go for it. Put the pedal to the floor for it. I guess we bout to get a ticket, cause there ain't no going slow for it. Yeah, we bout to go for it. Ain't no looking back. We gon' go for it. Put the pedal to the floor for it. I guess we bout to get a ticket, cause there ain't no going slow for it. What you talking about? Holding this? Yeah. We on fire cause we holding this. Yeah, the Holy Spirit got us lifted. Why you think all God's people give? Yes, sir. What you talking about? Holding this? Yeah. We on fire cause we holding this. Yeah, the Holy Spirit got us lifted. Why you think all God's people give? Yes, sir. Whole squad, no mask, no snakes. We bout to get it, all gas, no brakes. I'm talking Fuego de Dios, and He's the third in the trio, and He gon' lead us, so we go wherever He go. We go full speed, cause we know without it we're not able to see Him. Accelerating every day and we dying to meet Him. We flying to meet Him, ignoring the meter. We heeded His freedom at last. He paid the toll, so I guess we had a sudden pass. Yeah, we bout to go to it like